going on, everybody? Here with another episode of the Sideline Story Podcast, man. It's your boy, Jerry Moore. I'm here with my co-host,
Jay Norman.
And my other boy,
DJ.
And, we're back. We apologize because we have just, the camera, it's so much technology going on, and we just, oh, man.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot going on, but we back like Cook.
Jewel.
Santana. Jewel's dip.
Santana.
Set. We'll be... Yo, chill out. We're going to get into that later on.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into that later on, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's just go ahead and start our topics, man. We just going to get right into it. The NFL, the NCAA
yes.
College Championship.
CFB.
Ended.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Detroit basketball.
Yeah, it was. They
And
just
how we knew it was gonna end.
They went off. Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed Michigan was gonna win,
For sure.
but I assumed Washington was gonna win.
I
thought Washington was gonna win. I'm sorry.
We wanted them to win.
I wanted them to win.
Yeah.
But Michigan came out dominating.
Yeah.
Bully ball.
That defense was
Bully
stupid.
ball football.
At the end of the day, you gotta look at the level of competition that they both play.
Mm-hmm. Let me hear it.
I'm just saying, Washington. Who has Washington played? They played Oregon. Who else have they played?
They beat Texas to get there.
They beat Texas to get there.
Who else have they played? Who did Michigan have to play? They had to play Ohio State. Had to play Penn State.
They beat Alabama to
had
get
to
there.
beat Alabama. Michigan had an overall harder schedule, so they were well
Are you
prepared.
saying in terms of their conference?
Right.
No, in terms of the conference as well. Yes, Michigan was well prepared for this. Better coach too.
Okay, what do you think, Jay?
I just think all the hoopla or fake hate, fake frustration, fake frustration over FSU.
Yep.
It wouldn't have mattered to this point.
It wouldn't have mattered at all.
I think they shouldn't have got their shot because they deserved it.
Right.
And if it would have got to this spot, it clearly wouldn't have mattered because
We're talking about FSU right now?
Yeah, because if they got to whatever rank that it would happen in the final, it still came to a blowout.
Right.
Just like last year. Washington lost by what? 25 points?
Last year?
No, this year.
This year?
Washington
Yeah,
lost to Michigan by 25 points, right?
Right.
And then last year it was what? 63 to what? 3, 10.
Georgia to TCU.
Yeah, who cares? So who cares? So there's a clear
Advantage.
between whoever it is and what?
Whoever it is on the right wing versus whoever it is on the left wing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
if you come from the Big Ten or the SEC, it's a huge chance you're going to dominate.
So it
any
don't
team
matter
play.
whether it's ACC, Pac-12. It don't really matter.
So the whole thing with FSU, I feel like it was just made up. It didn't matter anyway. And it just became to be another boring championship. True or false? True or false?
Yeah.
Because did you not walk out of the room when it was like 14 zip?
It was not entertaining at all.
Okay. Yeah. So
and by the way, anybody that thinks Penix is the best quarterback in this year's draft.
See now you're just
I'm here to say he just proved
This is a different story. And this is why I think this is a different story because Penix has showed he's a quality quarterback.
Yes.
He just happened to come against a team that's just
better.
dominant
It's just
on
better.
offensive
Right.
side and
defense.
defensive side.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not his fault that they
got blown out.
The defense still has to play defense. The offense has to get open. Play calling has to. It's a football game at the end of the day.
That is correct.
Yeah, but again, who has Penix played that can show that he?
But at the same time, JJ McCarthy barely gets over 200 yards in games.
Yeah, but
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. No, listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Let him speak.
JJ barely gets over 200 yards in games, right?
Right.
So is he an NFL top prospect quality quarterback?
Absolutely
no.
not.
So it doesn't matter whether Penix
But
is this top tier quarterback.
Penix has been put in a conversation that he's a top quarterback. He's been put in a conversation for Heisman. So therefore, I'm just trying to let people know that he's a fraud.
You can't say that he's a fraud.
That's
You
not how
can't
it works.
say that he's a
That's
fraud.
not how it works.
Who has Penix played to show that he's worthy of a first?
At the end of the day, you have to play the game, right? If he is out there throwing for 300 some four touchdowns a game, he's doing what he's supposed to do, because we all know Washington defense isn't a top tier defense.
Right.
We know that.
We know that.
So now that puts, when your defense is in a top tier defense, now that puts the offense in a situation where they have to create plays.
But as a defense, since Washington is in the top defense, right? Were they playing a potent offense, or were they playing a very mediocre offense?
No, Michigan is a very run-heavy offense. Very run-heavy. And their defense is not good.
They're not a high-scoring team, right? Michigan's not
but
a high-scoring
they're
team.
bully ball. That's Big Ten. Bully ball. Washington's defense isn't prepared to stop that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about that.
Yep.
So we seen what happened with Michigan. We seen what happened with the Washington, with the college football championships. Let's go to the NFL, right? Let's go. The end of the season just happened.
Week 18.
Week 18 happened. Playoffs is now starting around. Is there any shockers that you believe that you just think is shocking, or what's going on?
Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Rookie quarterback.
Yep.
Rookie head coach.
D'Amico Ryan.
Rookie
offensive coordinator.
Rookie.
Everything rookie.
Everything.
10-7.
10-7.
Playoffs.
Home court. For the first round.
Hold that. Hold that. What do y'all think about the Houston Texans?
As soon as I remember back when they were hiring, when they hired their OC and their DC, I was like, yeah, this team is about to be ridiculous.
Right.
Even Nobody knows who the OC is, though. Who's the OC?
He came
you
from.
You don't know.
You don't know. He
who
came
they
from
are.
the San Francisco 49ers,
Correct.
Slowick. Yep. So he comes from the Shanahan regime.
Yes, sir.
Who's the DC?
Wasn't D'Amico Ryan the DC?
Nope.
No, not D'Amico Ryan.
He doesn't call plays.
Right.
And so it was.
Okay, so nobody knows.
See,
find out who the DC is.
Right.
Find out who the DC is. Let me hear you find out who the DC was of the San Francisco 49ers in the 2022-2023 season. Go ahead. In the meantime, Jay.
Matt Burke.
Okay, and what is Matt Burke doing right now?
He came from Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, what is he doing right now?
He's at DC for the Houston Texans. Yeah, I didn't know who he was, though, so you can't say when he assembled his roster, I knew that he had put an all-star roster together.
I was talking about the offense, bro. I was talking about the offense.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Let's stop it.
You can't put the hate in there.
Jay said when he assembled his coaching staff.
Yeah.
You didn't know who Matt Burke was.
So their head coach, so when they hired their head coach, which is D'Amico Ryans, I was like, okay, that's something to think about. And then they hired the offensive coordinator from the San Francisco 49ers. So I'm just like, yeah, that's something to worry about as well. And then they got the defensive coordinator. You don't even have to really put too much stock into it since you know who their head coach is. And so you know that their head coach is going to be like, yo, here's what we should do. Yeah. You can still call the plays, but I'm going to have my hands in it.
Right.
And then at the same time, and then they drafted Stroud, and then right after that, literally,
shout out to Lovie Smith for winning that last game of the season, because they hated on him for that, so they got C.J. Stroud. Yep. Shout out to Lovie.
And then right after that, they drafted who? Will Anderson, right?
Will Anderson.
Yeah. So it's not about one person being whoever he is. It's about a compilation of moves that just came together and just it was a perfect. It's just
the perfect storm.
Perfect storm.
It was a perfect storm. Okay. Let me ask you another question about the NFL playoffs. The Philadelphia Eagles lost.
Giants. Blown out.
They got blown out, but they lost 5 of the last 6 games, I believe.
Yes, they did.
What does this look like for them?
First round bounce.
40 ounces.
I think that Jalen Hurts contract starting to come in.
It's not the contract.
To that.
As a
player, in general, you gotta realize he's a fraud. People gotta realize the Eagles in general they're a pretty boy team.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
Eagles are a pretty boy team.
I'm gonna wait my turn. My turn.
Go ahead.
So they lost not 1 but 2 coordinators, right?
Offense and defense.
They lost both coordinators.
Yep.
And the replacements have been not good.
Trash cans.
Not good at all.
Trash cans.
And it's clear. The drop on both sides of the ball has been completely noticeable.
Okay.
But nobody was talking about that at the beginning of the year, though.
Yeah, because they had the other guys until they started this year, right?
Right. That's true. They did start off very good, but we started realizing their defense isn't what we thought they were.
Yeah, because
they aren't who we thought they were.
Right. So, who was their defensive coordinator last year?
Gannon.
Where's he at?
Colts, right?
Yep.
Okay. No,
offensive coordinator.
Cardinals.
Gannon's
at Cardinals. Offensive coordinator
at the Colts. Is that goes to the Colts? Yep. Yes.
Yeah. So let's be honest. Like the Eagles are going through a complete change from top to bottom on both sides of the ball. Let's not act like that's the reason. We should just be like, they still have AJ Brown. They still have these guys on defense. They should still be who they are.
Yeah, but
no, that's not how it works.
There's a team in the NFL that we have to mention that's doing the exact same thing.
Who's that?
Baltimore Ravens.
Let me hear.
New OC.
All right.
New DC.
Okay.
Number 1 team. MVP.
Okay.
That's what we saying.
But my thing is with the Baltimore Ravens, right? That team needed that. They were a team that's already ready for the playoffs or the Super. They're ready for that.
The Eagles are ready for that too. They were just
no. The Eagles, they were just there, but I feel like with the Eagles, they were unknown, right? They were unknown with the coaches. The coaches left. And now they are okay. We know what this offensive coordinator is going to do.
Right.
They have a struggle with that offensive coordinator. He's going to run the ball, quarterback draw, screen to whoever he wants to screen the ball to.
Right.
The Ravens already been who they were. They just needed somebody to get out of that element of we're just going to hand the ball off, read option, Lamar Jackson. Now we're going to get him weapons. Now we're going to throw the ball.
Yep.
Weapons, right?
So they're not like the best team in the AFC just because, right?
OBJ's a weapon.
Is he not?
No. Is he a factor? Come on, let's be honest. Jay, come on.
How is he not
Jay,
a factor?
Let's be honest,
tell me how he's not a factor.
Jay, he's not. He's no longer
tell me how.
who he was,
look in the camera
bro.
and tell me how he's not a factor.
Because
tell me how
nobody has to worry about him. Nobody has to scheme around him like they used to think they did.
So their number one offensive.
When people play Falcons.
See, now we talk about different teams. Stop that. Stop it.
Talk about the Ravens. Talk about the Ravens.
Let me ask you, does anybody have the scheme for OBJ?
So
no.
Okay, so let me finish my statement. So their number one offensive weapon, what's his name?
Lamar Jackson.
Okay, aside from the quarterback, who is their number one offensive weapon?
Tight end.
Who?
He's not playing. Mark Andrews hasn't been playing.
Yeah, he's out.
Andrews hasn't been playing.
He's out. And their number one running back, what's his name?
Oh, he's been out.
Okay, so their second running back, what's his name?
You could intertwine them.
Yeah, exactly.
You could intertwine them. That's 1A, 1B.
Exactly. So what's his name?
2B.
What's his name?
Don't know their name.
Exactly. So who's their second wide receiver?
Their second wide receiver is OBJ.
My man. So who is Zay Flowers?
Zay Flowers is their number one receiver, bro. Come on.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So I just baited him into just proving that he doesn't know what he's talking about. So next topic.
Come on, Zay Flowers not his number one receiver.
Stop it.
Oh,
so what was the original? What was my Jaren? What was my original?
I want y'all to talk about this. Tell them what it was. Tell them what it was.
So we're talking about what Lamar Jackson is working with and what he has done with said pieces being injured with the number one, his wide receiver one, done. TE1, done. RB1.
Who was his wide receiver done? Zay Flowers?
Dude, this is just looking bad. So TE1. Who's TE1?
Mark Andrews.
Who's RB1?
J.K. Dobbins.
So who's wide receiver one?
To me, Zay Flowers is wide receiver one.
Yeah, because he's a rookie, right? And he's just looking so good that you have to include him.
He's the most elusive person on the team.
Because he's a rookie, right? And he just looks that good, right?
Bro, they have him in the back, they have him in the slot, they have him on the outside, bro. He's able to play multiple positions. OBJ can't do that.
I'm not saying OBJ was that. So their acquisitions and the wide receiver were, I think they acquired, what was his name, Aguilar, right?
Nothing Aguilar.
And then they had Bateman, right?
Yeah, they better have Bateman. They drafted Bateman, I think, first round.
Mm-hmm. And then they had DeMarcus Robinson, but they let him go.
Mm-hmm.
So they had all these guys, right? And now it's just a situation where they're just making things happen with all these guys that weren't supposed to be what they are, but now they are. Because OBJ has not been number one. If I had to break it down, I think Bateman has been better than OBJ this year. In terms of production, in terms of wide receiver.
Rashad Bateman. Stats. He is not. Rashad Bateman is a fluke because he's been a fluke the last 3 years. Zay Flowers has outnumbered. If you really want to be honest, OBJ and Rashad Bateman combined stats equals Zay Flowers.
So what you're saying is the Ravens just drafted immaculately in terms of
they always draft immaculately, bro. They got the best GM in the NFL, bro.
The best GM in the NFL?
They have the best GM in the NFL. Come on, man.
You sure it's on the 49ers?
No, but I promise you over the last years, I'm gonna go for this is off topic. So I'm gonna go for GM. I'm gonna go Ravens, Niners, Eagles.
So who's been in the quarter the what's that thing called? The Super Bowl? More recently. Eagles. With let me finish. Who's been in the Super Bowl recently with more late draft hits?
49ers.
Okay. So
but listen, but based off what this is what I'm just saying, right? Based off of what I read, the late draft round picks are not the GM. Those are not the GM picks at all. That is why somebody like Rand Carthon was drafted
to kick the can down the field. We're moving the draft post. So let's take the 49ers. So when they went to the Super Bowl, 2 years ago, who was the quarterback? Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Correct. And if they go to the Super Bowl this year, who's going to be the quarterback?
Purdy.
And tell me when they were drafted.
Well, Garoppolo was drafted with the Patriots, second round pick.
And then Purdy was what?
Purdy was drafted.
Mr.
Irrelevant, last pick of the NFL draft. So you can't call. So you putting Garoppolo in there is irrelevant. All I'm saying is they say late round picks, which is why Rand Carthon is our GM.
See, we talk about the Titans now.
No,
so let's talk about the teams I was talking about.
Give you an example.
Okay.
The late round picks are not GM. The GM picks 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4. After that, it's not the GM. We're
still moving goalposts. So I'm talking about drafting in general. I'm not talking about where they were drafted. I'm talking about who drafted them. I'm talking about drafting.
Okay. Let's cut off from there.
Yeah.
Let's cut off from there.
Let's do that.
Because you guys are here at a stalemate, right?
Nah.
We're here. We're here at a stalemate. Now let me ask you guys this.
Yes, sir.
NFL season is over with.
It finally
is over with, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have NFL MVP. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have Offensive Player of the Year, mm-hmm. Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have a Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you guys think fits in those awards?
Let me start this off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead with MVP first.
Yes, sir.
So out of all these awards, there's not one person that stands out.
Okay.
MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I have Jackson.
Lamar.
Yep.
Okay.
Baltimore.
Purdy.
As MVP?
As my MVP candidates.
Okay. Now, who do you think will win? Who's the winner?
Who's the winner?
I think he's.
We need one person.
See, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
This ain't political.
If we need one person, Purdy. Get that one for me.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Word.
For my Offensive Player of the Year,
mm-hmm.
I got 2 people. Again.
No, you got to pick one.
I'm choose though. Here's my 2 though.
All right.
It was either Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill.
So who got it?
I think Tyreek wins this year.
Okay. Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year is a good one. I got Myles Garrett and T.J. Watt.
So pick one.
I think since Myles Garrett is on a more dominant defense and the number 1 defense in the NFL right now, I'm going to give it to Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rookie of the Year is out of Puka and C.J. Stroud. And obviously, we all know it's a QB award.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Not.
So I'm going to go Puka this year. I'm going Puka.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So for me, my MVP, right?
Yes, sir.
MVP, I have to give it to Lamar.
Off.
I have to give it to Lamar Jackson.
Off rip.
As MVP of the NFL.
Early.
Offensive Player of the Year, I will give it to Christian McCaffrey.
Yes, sir.
I will give it to him. Yes, over Hill. Yes, I will give it to Christian McCaffrey. Defensive Player of the Year, I will give it to T.J. Watt because he's been leading the league in sacks for 3 years now.
A minute.
Rookie of the Year. Now this one was tough between Stroud leading the Texans to the playoffs and Puka. I think I want to give it to Stroud, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to give it to Stroud, but Puka just came in
late round pick too.
Round pick going crazy.
It was good from start to finish.
And broke the rookie record
Fact.
in rookie yards.
Fact.
So I have to give it to Puka. So, respectfully, that is my list. Let me hear yours.
MVP, Lamar Jackson,
Okay.
unanimous.
Okay.
Not even a question about it. Offensive Player of the Year, I'm giving that to McCaffrey. Because I think I don't think he got 1K for 1K.
Right.
But if he was stupid close. If he didn't get hurt in week 17, he probably would have played in week 18 a little bit just to get it.
Yep.
So I'm going to give McCaffrey offensive player, defensive player, Myles Garrett.
Okay.
The man is just a game wrecker.
Yep.
If it wasn't for him,
I said Myles Garrett. There we go.
What?
I did say Myles Garrett.
He out here trying to collab.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, you said Puka too.
I
so-
did. I
He
know.
said
I
Puka.
said Puka. He ain't even go yet.
I
Right.
did say Puka.
See what I'm saying? So Myles for defensive player of the year, and then rookie. I'm giving it to C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
He's literally the second best quarterback.
Third.
Rookie
He broke
quarterback.
rookie record as well
Third,
for
no,
a
he didn't.
quarterback.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. He was third all time. Look it up. He was third all time.
Rookie quarterbacks.
Third rookie quarterbacks all time. Let's go. Okay.
For what?
Luck.
No. What's the record?
It was like 4,000 some change, bro. He was third overall for a rookie.
Okay, so Jay, you got C.J. Stroud as your rookie of the year.
Correct.
Okay, and why is that?
Because he's been quite literally the best. Not the best, obviously, because he's second. But he's been the most impressive rookie quarterback to come in facing the utmost hate, the utmost like people were just doubting him from start to finish when it came to where he came from, Ohio State, to being drafted by the Houston Texans.
They did have some weird things saying that he had like a disability or something.
Exactly,
right?
with the test scores. And then they tried to make it seem like he didn't know how to process football, live game. They made it look like he didn't know what he was doing live game. And
He
then-
did set the rookie record for a single game passing yards in a game with
yes.
470. So he did set a record. Thank you kindly. Well, go ahead.
No,
Nah.
you were talking about he
he set a rookie
passing
record
in a season, bro.
I
Andrew Luck is
never
number
said
one.
it. I never said it.
Bro, you said
I said he
come
set
on,
a. I
man.
said he set a rookie record.
Bro, come on.
I just said he set a rookie record. I never
Well,
said
he's
what it was.
third right now. It's Andrew Luck, Herbert, then Stroud.
But I said he set a rookie record, which he did.
So top three. Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry.
Oh. But he
So-
did set a rookie record
Right.
for passing in the game.
Right.
Well, go ahead, Jay.
That's all I had to say.
Okay.
Mariota set a record.
And where he at right now?
So we comparing Mariota
I'm
to
just
Right.
saying,
CJ
a
Let's-
Stroud.
let's just stop.
A game
Come on,
record
let's
is
just
Are we comparing
Let's
Mariota to CJ Stroud right now?
Let's stop.
Nope.
We need to
Thank
stop.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I need to hear.
Next topic. Word.
That's all I need to hear because
Word.
this brother here
Wildin'.
is off the hinges right now.
Wildin'.
He's off the hinges. Let me ask y'all a question. The season has ended. Derrick Henry has put on Instagram. He was at the game, at the end of the game, saying, "Thank you, Titans fans, for everything that y'all done for me."
See ya.
I'm going to ask you first.
Yes.
Then I'm going to ask Darian next.
And don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt. Do you want Derrick Henry back?
I do want Derrick Henry back.
Okay.
Derrick Henry back. But I want him back at a price that makes sure that the Tennessee Titans can compete in the current NFL atmosphere.
Okay.
So my price would be $6 million.
6 M's.
And then if they want to give him incentives, that's fine with me because he's not going to make them anyway because he's not going to be the focal point of the offense like he was. But I do want him back, but he needs to take a significant pay cut. He's been getting paid $16 million for the past 3 years. So what's 16 times 3? Can anyone tell me off the top of their head?
16, 32 plus 16 is 48.
Yeah, so a lot of
that's a lot of
money, right?
We getting down up, buddy. We getting down up, buddy.
I hate that song.
Listen, I'm a
go ahead, D.
Yeah,
of course I want him back.
That's your favorite player.
That's of course that's my favorite player.
No matter the cost, right?
I want him back. Like Jay said, I want him back at the right amount of money. He's taking 16 mil He took 16 mil the last 3 years.
Okay.
I will respectively give him half of that.
8 mil.
Yep, a year,
including incentives.
With incentives.
Okay, so include so really 6 mil.
So probably about like I was telling Jay, like 6 or 7 mil guaranteed with incentives. Okay. We know when people add incentives, it's like the goal is for him not to get those incentives.
Exactly.
So I will add, so it'll look like 10 million on paper.
It'll look like that,
but in reality, he's guaranteed 6 or 7 million a year.
So let me ask you a question: would you want him starting or not starting? Yes. I'm gonna go with you first. I'm gonna go with Jay next.
You have to start him no matter what.
See.
Now you can split the backfield with him and Spears at the same time.
Who's Spears?
Taji Spears, which is our number 2 back.
Okay.
You can put them in the backfield at the same time, but in reality, if we come out on this field, first play the game, Henry has to be out there.
Okay, Jay, let me ask you this. So are you starting Derrick Henry?
Absolutely not. See, that's the mindset that has us in this position in the first place.
Okay.
So the Tennessee Titans are dependent, handcuffed, umbilical cord, whatever you want to call it. Just cuffed to Derrick Henry. And that's why we are the way we are right now.
Right.
Our offense suffers because we don't think past Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Will Levis was getting his face removed because it was just a whole Derrick Henry and then, we might be able to make a pass with Will Levis if he just throws it 30 yards and then our third string wide receiver catches the ball.
Right.
And then he's been hurt and back-to-back games, and then we're just wondering, what can he do in this offense? We don't know because Derrick Henry is still here, and if Derrick Henry is here, like he said, we're going to be running the ball on first down, every single first down, and then we just prove that that's just one way to just 3 and out every single time.
Let me listen. I'm not here to argue this, so I want y'all to make this a clip right here and ask the audience: is it Derrick Henry's fault, or is it the offensive coordinator's fault that the Tennessee Titans offense can't be creative?
I'm glad you said that because I've asked you week after week after week if
it's not Derrick Henry's fault.
I didn't.
Let me ask this question. Right? I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna let both of y'all answer. We're going into the 2024 season. Right? If let's say Derrick Henry is starting as running back, right? The Tennessee Titans bring him back.
Yep.
Will he look like that 2,000-yard back Derrick Henry that he once was?
Let me start.
Go ahead.
If we get a potent left tackle like we had when he first came, if we get a good center, yes, you gotta realize this. All right, before coming into this last week of the NFL, he came in maybe 4th in rushing.
Okay.
He ended the season 2nd.
Okay.
All right. That shows you how good he is, man.
So let me give you context.
Go ahead, Jay.
So going into week 18, he was 5th. He had an explosive game against the Jags, and he had 150 yards. And he rose up to the second.
And he had 2 games with Texans where they buried his ass in the dirt because we have a porous O-line.
See, that's not what I said. So what I said was going into week 18, which is the last game of the season, he was 5th.
Yeah, he was 5th.
Yeah.
I think I said
and
4th.
And he racked up 150 plus yards against the Jags.
Yep, he did.
And then he came at the 2nd. So that's literally what happened.
But let me ask you a question, all right?
Okay.
Could he easily have been the number 1 Could he easily have won the rushing title this year?
So yes,
Okay.
but my question is, what had that have mattered? We're 5-12, and he was second in rushing yards. What does that do?
Listen, when AP won the rushing title, the Vikings ain't
see,
matter either.
see, can we just keep it about what we're talking about?
Keep about what we talking
I'm
about.
just giving you an example.
Keep about what we talking about.
It would not have mattered at all. Okay.
Thank you.
So let me ask this then.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry, like I said, come back 2024 season.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying he needs to be the starter again? Now, if he's the starter, right? You know, you guys don't know what you're gonna do with your coaches,
Yep.
offensive coordinator, etc.
Yep.
Are we still doing the same Derrick Henry handling the ball 30
No,
times?
I don't think we need to do that. I think he still needs to start because if you start him, he now becomes a decoy. If he's in the game, teams now have to scheme for this. Play action, they still have to bring their linebackers up because they don't know what's about to happen.
But is he still good enough? Let me ask this
Yes, he's
question.
still good
No,
enough.
let me ask this question. Is he still good enough to where you're saying teams have to scheme for him, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when you play him, is he still good enough to where they're like, we're not worried about Derrick Henry anymore,
Yep.
and he's gonna go off for the same 100 yards?
I
Is
think
he still at that level?
Yes, I think until he has a season, besides the one where he had a broken foot, until he has a season where he really just has under
Or the
1,000
season where he's
yards.
about to get benched?
I mean, yeah, but he wasn't really. Yeah, I'll give you that. He ended the year crazy still.
Okay,
Alright?
I just want to know.
Until he has a season where he has under 1,000 yards, which even the season he got benched, he didn't have under 1,000. I think teams are gonna look at it like, hold on, we need to really like worry about this guy still.
Okay.
That was this
Let me ask
year.
you, Darian. Jay.
It was this year. If it wasn't for this explosive game against the Jags, it literally would have been under 1,000 yards.
Okay.
Literally. And then he this entire season he's been getting stopped behind line of scrimmage. I think there was like at least 5 to 10 games where he would just have negative scrimmage yards.
Mm-hmm.
He's just getting drops behind line of scrimmage.
But why? Was it him? Was it the offensive line?
And then, so my question again, did we not go into this season knowing that our offensive line was suspect? Did we not do that?
Hey, we thought we fixed it though.
No, we did not think we fixed it. We definitely played a lottery ticket on Andre Dillard,
We did.
hoping.
We did do that. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the biggest lottery ticket we've ever played.
So my question.
But we still got good. We got
Hey.
Brunskill.
Hey, that
you know what, man? Enough of the Titans talk, man. What about the Falcons,
Yeah,
man?
that's
all right?
exactly what I
man,
wanna hear.
all right?
That's exactly what I
you guys.
prove my point.
You guys need a quarterback. You need
Yeah,
a coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and get on the Falcons right now because it's time to rise up. It is time to rise up.
What do Falcons do?
Rise up. It's third down.
It's third down.
It's third down.
It's third down.
That's what we do, baby. We finally got rid of Arthur Smith. When I say I'm so hyped, man, throw it up, mother lover, throw it up,
He
throw
like
it
Art
up.
Smith, too.
He love Art Smith.
Right.
Listen, Art Smith, we've been 7-10 for the past 3 years. This is our third time picking 8th in the NFL draft.
Don't tag R. Smith because you ain't gonna get no fat.
I'm about to
Yeah.
listen.
He gonna
If we
send-
tag Art Smith,
He gonna send the
We-
FedEx
no
fleet.
FedEx.
the FedEx
Ever
fleet.
get no
Listen,
FedEx package here, bro.
yo, no disrespect to FedEx. Shout out to Big Smith. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna send
But
the fleet
Art,
at you.
he had to
gotta
go,
get him
man.
out of there.
He had to go. He
He
did
had
have
to
to
go, and I'm so hyped. Us as Falcons fans excited because we had the last game of the season, right? Even though the Panthers lost to the Bucks and they
did.
could have beat them,
They could
it
have.
was very close.
It was close.
But if we won, we just needed help to make it to the
Boost.
playoffs to boost us up. Arthur Smith is probably outside of I can't remember the coach's name. He went to Louisville. He went to West Kentucky. I can't remember his name. But Arthur Smith is probably the worst coach that we've probably had.
Yeah.
So who you
The
looking-
worst coach.
Who your top 2, top 3 choices? that we
Right
got?
now, top 3 choices. Ben Johnson from the Lions.
Offensive.
Eric Bieniemy from the Washington Commanders.
Offensive.
and Slowick from the Houston Texans.
Offensive.
And that's what we need because we have Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Tyler Algier,
Thank you.
Cordell Patterson.
Thank you.
It's interesting that you said offense, but 5 of the
5 of the 8,
leaders
yes,
are defensive.
they're defensive coaches. We have a very good defensive coach,
wait.
Ryan Nielsen.
What was that?
5 of the 8 division leaders.
5 of the 8
No.
playoff teams.
5 of the 8 playoff teams are division
Don't
leaders.
call plays, not defensive.
They still defense.
They don't call plays.
There's a huge difference between don't call plays and defensive oriented.
Okay.
Let's look at the playoffs.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take a look. Go ahead
Google
while
it.
you
I'm
Google
not
it.
gonna let you get away with that.
I'm about to talk
not
about
gonna
the
let you get away with
Falcons
that.
because we have a great team around us. We have a great defense. We're going to have some money next year. I believe these 3 coaches, whoever we pick, will boost our team up, right? We're not going
Instantly.
to run these plays that Arthur Smith were running. We got
Jim
2
Crow era
guys
offense.
running in the same area, running
Mesh,
the ball.
mesh
You
every
know,
single time.
Every
Like-
single time. Like, it's just weird. And then 3rd and 1, right? Where you expect Arthur Smith, okay, run the ball. Art?
Nah.
No, we're going to pass the ball.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? 39. Art, pass the ball. No, we're going to run the ball. They expect that. Art, they have to stop it, right? We have these top players.
It's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the 3rd year in a row we went 7-10. We're picking 8th again. Like, what has to end? Now, I do believe
Okay.
we're going to get Justin Fields. I do believe we're going to get Justin Fields. And I want us to get Justin Fields, right? There's no other quarterback that I would want besides Justin Fields because he showed he can play. He can maneuver in the pocket. He can throw the ball. We have money to where we can get other players for him, whether it's in the draft,
That's a fact.
whether it's
Free
in
agency?
free agency.
That's a fact.
But I'm just so happy. Us as Falcons fans are excited that we got rid of Arthur Smith. Man, we got rid of Art. We about to go back to the draft.
Is it supposed to be swag
You know we popping tags. Man, we got rid of Art. Now watch us go to the draft. We on exotic. That polo one. Yo, chill. I'm trying to tell you, son.
Stupid.
Yo,
Stupid.
we there,
Stupid.
so we are there. You got any news for me, bro?
Yeah, so 6 out of the 10.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ravens, Bills, Steelers, Texans. I said Texans.
You just say Texans.
I'm about to Texaco right now.
Oh, you got a gas station, bro?
Right.
You on Gresham and Bouldercrest right
I'm
now.
at the gases right now. Buccaneers, and they considered Campbell from the Lions a defensive
Dan
coordinator.
Campbell,
Yeah,
okay.
he's definitely offensive. Defensive. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
6.
So.
More than half.
But okay, let me say this.
Okay.
Dan Campbell from the Lions, right?
Yep.
Their defense is skeptical.
Yeah.
They have a great offense.
Yeah.
And I said Ben Campbell? Ben Johnson?
Yep.
Ben Johnson, I'm sorry.
The most coveted.
And that's who we're looking at. So take that off.
So
I
the most.
can't take that off.
You got to.
on.
You got to because the
Come
Detroit
on.
Lions defense isn't as what they said they are. The offense is what's getting it done for
Ben
them.
Johnson is the most coveted head coach candidate for this entire offseason.
But that's how.
But then look, the Philadelphia Eagles, their defense is trash.
Can I
Their
say something?
offense has got them where they have gotten
Come
them.
on,
Let me ask
man.
you a question.
Come
Let me
on, man.
ask you personally a question, all right? Why'd you hire Arthur Smith at the time? Because he was what?
You don't want to ask me why I think we hired Arthur
you
Smith.
definitely
You
don't
don't
wanna
want to
ask
ask me that
At the
because
time, he was the best offensive
No, he
coordinator.
was not. No, he was not.
I don't believe that, brother.
No, he was
like I
not.
said, you don't want to ask me
We
why
were
we
the
hired
top-
Arthur
Arthur
Smith.
Smith-
We were top 5 offense that year.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah,
How did we lose? Tell me how we
Tannehill.
lost. Oh, so what position does Tannehill play?
Quarterback.
And what side of the ball is that?
Offense.
No, Tannehill was throwing. Not my fault. Not his fault. Tannehill threw 3 picks.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put this in here just for me, because he's talking about the game against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes.
When we had a rest.
Yes.
And we lost that game.
Yes.
Because he threw a pick. Like
To start the game.
so. Donta Foreman.
to finish the game.
Donta Foreman.
And in the middle.
Donta Foreman ran 40 yards to the 10-yard line.
Correct.
And then right after that, Ryan Tannehill threw a screen, and it was It was picked off the defender. I think it was Eli Apple.
Oh.
And I hate Eli Apple.
Oh.
I love you as a person.
Yes.
But as a player, I hate you, bro.
Correct.
So he picked it off like he just jumped the route. Why did he jump the route? Because it was what? It was predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And
what happens at the Falcons? What happened when we played the Buccaneers when they sent Bijan in motion to the flats and their cornerback picked the ball off? He jumped the dang flat pass because it was predictable. They know there's a woman on Twitter. I can't remember her name. I apologize. Only way I can say it, she's a white woman, right? That's the only way I can say it. She's a white woman.
It's all good.
It's all good. I can't remember your name. No, I can't honestly. But she makes NFL coaching style memes, interviews, like videos, and she talked about how Arthur Smith plays are predictable, and that happened when y'all played the Bengals. I was in Tennessee when that game happened, and
that's when we lost, by the way.
Listen, focus, focus. When Arthur Smith is calling these plays, she does videos where she acts like she's the coaches, and she said how it was predictable.
Sure,
you know what I'm talking about.
I do know
yes,
she is,
and the whole thing with Arthur Smith was your plays are predictable. Arthur Smith ran a corner, out. Two people going in the same direction. Yep. Nobody on the other side of the field.
Mesh.
And Bijan Robinson flaring out to the right side. Pick. Predictable.
I'm gonna put the play in right here.
Line of scrimmage is the 10. Boy, do the Titans need that. Tannehill shotgun. Knocked up in the air. Intercepted. Mike Hilton's got it.
Just so you can see it. It was so predictable. Like, y'all just saw how predictable it was. And I'm surprised it wasn't a pick six. It just so happens that Tannehill's kind of fast. But that is a play that ended our Super Bowl run.
Yep.
And it was strictly because of Art Smith.
Yep.
And I'll never forgive him for that. And I don't want him back. I hope he just goes back to being a FedEx employee.
He need to go. Listen, your pops got an office for you. Go handle the FedEx business. You need to understand why the boxes aren't getting there on time.
I'm done.
Go there.
I'm over him.
You know what I'm saying? Done. I'm going to start using UPS in a postal service.
You ain't getting no FedEx package no more after this.
Yo, because the FedEx package is I understand the FedEx coming to me. Listen, I understand. It's predictable that they're not going to be on time.
Right, man. I'm done with him. There's no reason. There's no way I want him back.
And it's crazy because our offensive coordinator has to take a stray. Mm-hmm. He's collateral damage because on his resume now
he ain't called NAM
plays, but now on his resume he's part of the Atlanta Falcons.
That's crazy. I lost London last year as well. He was supposed to be offensive coordinator, right?
Who?
London, Chris. London, we got.
The quarterback coach.
Yes. We didn't have a quarterback coach.
There's a reason, because he's in Tennessee.
And now, you know what I'm saying, between Taylor and Desmond playing terrible, they're running their own means. Come on, man.
All right, guys.
Listen.
Let's end this, man,
because I'm about to get peed off.
Playoff. So, round one.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call it?
Wild card weekend.
Wild card weekend. There you go.
Yep. Go ahead. Let me hear what you guys say.
So, I think first game
we got Browns Texans. We got Dolphins Chiefs. We got Steelers Bills. We got Packers Cowboys. Rams Lions. Eagles Bucks.
Those are interesting games.
Bro, I'm gonna let you know now. My picks will be from the AFC stance.
Mm-hmm.
Browns come out. They shut CJ Stroud and his offense down.
Maybe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bills come out because Steelers don't have an offense.
Yeah.
And TJ Watt is hurt.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
And this is gonna be hard.
Yeah,
between the Lions and Rams.
That's tough.
Since it's so hard, I'm gonna give it to the Rams off of experience.
Okay.
They've been there before, so they know how to do it.
Okay.
And that offensive unit is just crazy.
Let's go with Dolphins and Chiefs.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm giving. Yeah, go ahead.
Any team that got Patty Mahomes, I'm giving that dog.
I feel you.
Okay.
And Dolphins are frauds.
Okay.
Packers and Cowboys. It's a legendary game right here.
This is legendary
It
because
should be.
Dez dropped it.
It should be.
Dez dropped it.
And the year before,
did not drop
there was controversy.
Des will
Yep.
comment on this too. All right.
The last
Shout out to Dez
Aaron
Bryant.
Rodgers' last game.
Yep. Who you got?
Cause I think CeeDee Lamb's a fraud. We packing them up, baby.
Okay. Who you got for the next game?
All right.
And the Eagles and Bucks, man. Who kid? Eagles, man. It's time for y'all to fly home, baby.
Fly, Eagles,
Fly home.
fly.
Bucks, go ahead and sell that win. I just gave y'all a parlay, by the way, all right?
Nah.
Listen, okay, let me go, right? The 3 AFC games. Browns, Texans.
Yep.
I got the Browns. I feel like that defense is strong.
That's a fact.
And they're playing the Texans, who runs the 49er offense.
Yep.
And as we've seen how the
Yep.
Browns did against the 49ers,
Yeah,
it's the
man.
same situation.
That's a fact.
Dolphins, Chiefs. And I hate going against the Dolphins, but we don't know what's going on with Waddle.
Yeah, he's-
but it depends on what the Chiefs are going to do offensively. But I'm going with the Chiefs.
Okay.
But the receivers have to catch the ball, right? But I'm still going with the Chiefs. Bills, Steelers. Going with the Bills.
Yeah.
Steelers. They struggling.
They're not supposed to be there.
They're not supposed to be
But it
there.
is
They
what
got
it is.
lucky just
Yeah.
off of help.
Correct.
Shout out to the Tennessee Titans beating the Jaguars.
We did.
So
Unfortunately,
that's how they're there.
Right.
But I got the Bills. Let's go to the NFC. Cowboys, Packers. I'm going to give it to the Cowboys. It's at the crib.
Yep.
It's not in Green Bay,
Nope.
Lambeau Field, so I have to give it to the Cowboys. It's simply off of it's going to be in a neutral environment. Rams, Lions. Matthew Stafford's coming home.
Yes, he is.
He's coming home. I feel like the Lions are going to give him an ovation, but he's going to do what he needs to do regardless to win the game. Eagles, Buccaneers, as bad as I want to be biased, I think the Buccaneers may take this one because their offense, it can click when they need to click.
Yeah,
They they beat the Lions 9-0. Just it's a division game, but the Eagles defense isn't good.
It's not.
And the Buccaneers have a strong offense. Buccaneers have a better defense than the Eagles, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give it to the Buccaneers.
Fact.
What do you think?
So starting from AFC, I'm giving it to the Browns
Okay.
simply because of the defense.
Okay.
I still have not seen a time when they're just been beaten and they just don't look like they're ready to play.
Okay.
And they had a week off. Garrett and all them boys, I think they're ready.
Okay.
I just think they take that. So Dolphins, Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm giving that to the Chiefs. The Dolphins have way too many injuries on both sides of the ball.
Chubb.
I think Chubb is done.
Yeah.
Waddle.
Yeah.
He might play a couple plays.
Jerome Baker.
Him.
Yep.
Yeah. So Chiefs, I give them that.
What's the corner name? Xavier Howard.
Howard, he's hurt.
Yeah.
Yep. So Bills, Steelers, that's Bills. If the Bills lose this in a typical Bills fashion, I'm just gonna be proven right that the Bills are just
It's
cursed.
just they're cursed. Yeah.
But I'm definitely giving it to the Bills.
Okay.
Cowboys, Packers, I'm giving it to the Cowboys.
Okay.
They just at home, I just think they're untouchable.
Okay.
And Lions, Rams. I'm sorry, Bryson.
Shout out
Love
to my
you, B.
son Bryson.
What
We
up,
love
B?
you, B. What up,
We do
B?
love you, B.
We love you, boy.
But Bryson, I gotta give it to the Rams. They getting Puka. They getting Cup.
Got the puka. City stupid.
Stafford.
Stafford, that's correct. Higbee, like bro, and what's the running back?
Robinson.
Running back.
Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams.
Yep.
Let's not forget the number one, Donald.
Yeah,
Aaron
even
Donald.
before him.
Before him,
they
yeah,
named,
this
like,
straight
five dudes
offense.
on
Yeah,
offense.
this
Like,
straight
Number
offense.
ID.
so yeah, it's It's a lot to worry about. And then finally, we got the Bucks and Eagles. I'm giving it to the Bucks because the Eagles have been frauds for 2 months, and I'm tired of seeing it. AJ Brown, you can come back to Tennessee Titans. We'll take you back.
I just want AJ Brown to cry.
Exactly.
Oh wow!
But we can take you back to Tennessee Titans, and we'll take you with arms open. I love you.
With the arms wide open. That's Creed. Y'all don't know about Creed. Yo, chill out. Cowboys trash. Shout out to Marcus because I know you're gonna watch this. Shout out to Marcus. Cowboys trash.
I beat you in fantasy. But
yeah, you owe us some money.
Show
man.
the rosters, bro.
You owe us some money, man.
You a fronting.
God, dog, boy. That's it, man.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Gotta go.
That's it. We gotta get up out of here, man. This is Sideline Story Podcast, man. We up out of here.